YouTube, what is going on? It is Zaya here from Zaya&TheSteelers back with another video. And in this video, no fancy display, no fancy graphics. I got out of work. I've been checking the Twitter throughout the day, and it's Judgment Day. It's the worst day of my life because if you see the tweet on the screen, it started out with this. It started out with this in class. If you're a Steelers fan, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you like NFL content in general, hit that subscribe button. All that out of the way. What are we doing, guys? What is Mike Tomlin thinking? So we started out with this Nick Farbaugh. Shout out to him. Shout out to all these guys who tweet about the Steelers, Blitzberg, Nick Farbaugh, everybody else I'll get to. So it started out with this tweet. Steelers left tackle Dan Moore Jr. said he worked with the first team at left tackle today. Don't know if that's permanent. He says he's healthy enough to return from an MCL sprain and play Sunday. Let's get a gunshot for that. So Dan Moore, shout out to healthy Dan Moore. You know, we clap healthy Dan Moore. Congrats. But practicing with the starters, first team left tackle, when we know that Dan Moore is not the best left tackle. And on top of that, we had a fantastic game from Broderick Jones, our last game. His first start, Broderick Jones looked like our best offensive lineman. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. He looked like our best offensive lineman. And on top of that, if we just do it, the one game he's played, if we just do on our offense, we got George Pickens, right? George Pickens. Naj and Jalen Warren, you know, take whoever you want. Naj and Jalen Warren. Muth, but he hasn't been healthy. Deontay, he hasn't been healthy. They're both going to come back. I think both coming back next week. Anyway, who cares? All of that to say, there is a real argument to be made that Broderick Jones is our best offensive player. There is a real argument to be made that Broderick Jones is our best player on that side of the ball, and he can't see the field. He just can't. He can't practice with the first team. I don't get it. We talk about the offensive line needs to be a cohesive unit, and we talk about how, you know, when they build chemistry, it gets better. Last season, our line didn't play the best, but as they continued to gel together, as the Mason Cole, James Daniels, Kevin Dotson, as they all, you know, continued to gel together, it ended up playing well. And now fast forward, here we are. Don't know if we need to start left tackle Dan Moore or left tackle Broderick Jones. I'm telling you, and everybody else is telling you, you should probably start Broderick Jones. But hey, you know, he still has to earn it. We're in what week? We're going into week 6 of the NFL season. Week 7, I think, is going to be the actual, because, you know, we're on a bye. We're going into week 7 or 6 of the NFL season, and Broderick Jones still needs, you know, some more time to earn it or whatever. And hey, I agree with that method for like game 1. Game 2, and I also agree with that method if like our left tackle wasn't Dan Moore. No offense, Dan Moore, but I'm not the only one who's been killing you. Let's play the eye test, shall we? Like, what are we talking about right now? Whether it's stats, whether it's with the eyes, like we know Dan Moore has been a problem. We traded up for Broderick Jones. At what point is it going to be like, all right, you're the starter? At what point are we going to take the training wheels off? Like, what is happening? And on top of that, 2 things. One, this is, you know, pretty late reaction. You know, I'm getting to this later in the night. So tomorrow when I upload this, I'm still going to upload it, but it might not even matter. But we're going to get our shit off right now because tonight they killed me. So there's that, right? So this all might not even matter, right? And 2, it isn't just Dan Moore that we're doing this with. And before I even show you, you guys know who I'm talking about. Our second highest drafted player. Joey Porter Jr. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Joey Porter Jr. He can't hit the field either. We asked Terrell Austin, our defensive coordinator, Terrell Austin on Joey Porter Jr. starting. Is he ready for a full time right now? I'm not sure I can say I really feel great about that. Let me get a gunshot for that. He's not sure if he can. Terrell Austin, he's not sure if he feels great about that. We feel great with Levi Wallace. We feel great with Patrick Peterson. Newsflash, I don't know if they know this. Newsflash, we have like one of the worst secondaries in the league right now. I don't know the actual stats, and Minka's back there doing his thing. And, you know, when he's a part of a secondary, you can't really say it's the worst. But Patrick Peterson and Levi Wallace are just not having a good time of it. And on corner, I get, you know, there's the nickel corner, and there's all this football terminology and all that. Once again, I refer back to the fucking eye test, please. Joey Porter Jr. literally won the game for us last week. I know he didn't win the game for us, but that turnover was huge. Levi Wallace, he's a great splash playmaker, but he didn't make that play then. Patrick Peterson, he's always been a splash playmaker. There was no plays being made against the Ravens. The only play that got made was TJ Watt got the sack. You know, we got some key 3rd and 4th down stops and, you know, whatever. Like the real plays that happened was the Ravens dropped the football, and that's why we're at 3-2 right now. That is the real play that happened. That is the facts of it all. If the Ravens catch the football, we are not 3-2 right now, and we are in a much harder position than we are. and better corner play can supplement that. Now, once again, I don't know, like, I don't know why we're doing this training wheel shit with Joey Porter Jr. with Broderick Jones. I get maybe they need to be, get acclimated to the game, but fam, we're talking about our two highest picks. What team outside of like a team who's not resting their quarterback, but letting their quarterback sit for a year, and I don't even think that's the case this year. What team is not playing their top two picks? Like, who do we think we are? What team is this? What are we doing? And this all refers back to, because everything's just been so negative on Tomlin, and I've been a pretty avid Tomlin defender. But as the weeks go on, as I have to make these videos, as I have to like come to you guys with my honest feelings, it's like, guys, I don't know what the hell we're doing either, man. I don't know why Dan Moore is continuously starting with the first team. To be honest, is Dan Moore Matt Canada but a player? Like, we knew Dan Moore wasn't good last year. No offense, Dan Moore. Once again, but we knew he wasn't the answer last year. We knew that because we took a left tackle that we traded up for in the first round, and he can't hit the field. What are we saving Broderick Jones for? Are we saving Broderick Jones for our next quarterback? Is that what it is? Because right now Kenny's getting killed. How many games has Kenny Pickett left with injury? And we're talking about let's keep Dan Moore out there. Like, this is ridiculous. Is Tomlin trolling? Is he trolling? What's going on here? Heading into week 7, and the Steelers' first-round rookie might be relegated back to the bench after balling, after hooping, after playing outstanding. We've seen the footage. We've seen the holes he was able to create with Darnell. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't get why we're on this shit. I don't know why Tomlin is doing this, man. Like, outside of trying Yo, are we tanking? Wait. Are we tanking? Is that what's happening right now? We're talking about we're not using our two highest drafted players, right? We still have Matt Canada after we told him, after we said that Matt Canada wasn't the answer. We still have him. Kenny Pickett, maybe he's not the answer. We still have him for some reason. If not, we got Mitch and Mason. We didn't really look at the backup quarterback situation. We got Patrick Peterson out there. We let Cameron Sutton go. Are we tanking? Are we throwing it in? Are we calling it a season? Is that what's happening right now? And I'm realizing at 11:37, October 16th, 2023. Are we tanking? Because I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And I know I've come on here and I've defended Tomlin, and you guys have roasted me, and it happens. However, I got no defense for this. I got no, you know what though? Look at two things. One, look at Blitzburg's hashtag. Blitzburg hashtag fire Canada is so crazy. Let's get a gunshot for that. Shout out to Blitzburg. That's so nasty. What was the other thing I was gonna say? That one took the cake here, man. I forget what I was gonna say. It was probably about Tomlin, but yeah, I can't get on here and defend him. I can't see the vision. I can't see what we're doing, man. And we're talking about a team that's still okay, like that still can win the North, that still has playoff potential. But we got some tough games coming up. We really do. I believe we have the Rams who are rolling. We have the Jaguars who are rolling. And then some harder teams after that too. We're not in a very easy easy stretch of the schedule right now. It's going to be doomsday, and we really need to get some wins if we want to continue to have a chance in the AFC North, because we look at Baltimore. We beat them, but they now have like a game over us because we had a bye. And then we look at Cleveland. They just took out the 49ers, but we have the head-to-head win over them. The Bengals, they seem to be going, they're getting it back together. We need to figure out what the fuck we're doing, man. We need to figure out who our left tackle is, and we need to figure out our cornerback situation, because right now we're just wasting time. We're playing games, and honestly, I said it in this video, man, we might be tanking. Steelers might be tanking. Caleb Williams, you didn't play the best yesterday, but hey, man, maybe we're getting you. Maybe we're getting Drake May. Maybe we're getting that one not quarterback. Maybe we're getting that one tight end. What's his name? Like Brock Bowers or some shit like that. Like maybe we're getting him. Dude, I don't know. What else do we have on here? Not saying I want it, but I wonder how quickly things change if those fire Canada chants turn into fire Tomlin chants. Let me tell you, the internet, and like Twitter, YouTube comments, stuff like that, they can get the fire Tomlin chants off. However, if I am alive in a timeline where fire Tomlin is being chanted from Heinz Field, I don't think I'll see our next coach, man, because we will just be in dark days then. We will be in ground zero. And it's like, how can I, and you know, I see this and it's like, I love Tomlin, but how can I defend it, man? How can I defend it? It's like it's like when Anderson Silva kept getting knocked out. It's like, bro, you were the man. What happened, bro? How are you? You know, this is what it's like. So I guess don't get older. Don't have faith in your team. We're still 3-2. Mike Tomlin has still never had a losing season. I forgot to say that. That's what I was gonna say a while ago when I mentioned the Blitzburg thing. Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season, and so maybe he's cooking, maybe he's doing something. But man, right now it just doesn't look the greatest. And yeah, if the fire Tomlin chants start, I know that's the real elephant in the room. That's the real like point we're at, because I know we're still chanting fire Canada, but that's more of like a meme at this point. You know, they're doing it at the White House, they're doing it at Penguins games. Like, it's more of like an internet joke now, like, because we say fire Canada and we really want that, but we know it's not going to happen. The real problem is Tomlin allowing Canada to be on the team. And for right now, people are aiming it at Canada. To be honest, I hope it stays aimed at Canada, because I don't want to see the whole world chant and fire Mike Tomlin. However, I will sit here and acknowledge these shortcomings so far, these frustrations. We have probably the two worst coordinators in the league. Now, shout out to Terrell Austin. Like, don't mean to group you in this, but like these quotes right here, like, I'm not sure I can feel really good or feel really great about that, about Joey Porter Jr. starting, but you feel great about Levi Wallace starting? Man, come on. Like, what are we talking about right here? Oh, I got this picture too. Shout out to Steelers Depot. Steelers Depot and Blitzburg on the same video. If you know, you know. Maybe some beef. But we had the two highest graded, or not two of the, but we had Joey Porter Jr., literally the highest graded rookie in week 5. Literally the highest graded rookie in week 5. Cool. And then we got Broderick Jones right below Darnell Wright. Darnell Wright, not taken too far ahead of Broderick Jones. I believe maybe 4 to 5 picks ahead of Broderick Jones. Darnell Wright gets to start every game for the Chicago Bears. And you know why? It's because they don't have a guy like Dan Moore to hold Darnell Wright back. You know, Dan Moore, we have this stud. Didn't mean to do that. We have this stud left tackle, Dan Moore. Sorry about that. Yo, should I use that more? I just found this button. Hey, man, we have this stud Dan Moore. So, you know, Broderick Jones, you don't get to start. I don't know, man. This is just crazy. Last thing that I want to finish this with, Steelers way equals Gunnar Olszewski, still a Steeler, check. Canada remains employed as the league's worst OC 3 years running, check. Broderick back to the bench for the league's worst left tackle, check. And Porter Jr. can't supplement the fossil. That's crazy. The fossil, Peterson. And Levi Wallace. I did not say the fossil. However, I will get a gunshot for the fossil. I mean, yeah, he can't do it, man. He just can't do it. We can't put Joey Porter Jr. in there, but we can put Patrick Peterson and Levi Wallace in there, man. Whatever. I've had enough of this team. This really isn't like the craziest of videos, but like, it's just frustrating, man. I hope you guys like are feeling the same way I am. Not I hope that you're feeling frustrated, but I hope everybody else is questioning this too. I hope it's not just me like trying to figure out why Dan Moore and Joey Porter Jr. can't play. Like, why can't why can't Broderick Jones and Joey Porter Jr. start for us, man? Like, what is the problem? What is holding us back? Are they not high enough drafted? We're talking about literally 2 first-round picks, because 32 is technically a first-round pick. It just so happened the team lost their draft pick. So we're talking about 2 first-round picks that aren't on the field week 7. Unbelievable. And they're good. They are good, too. And that's what takes the cake. That's what's even great about it, because Joey Porter Jr. has played well, and Broderick Jones, it's been 1 start. But we're talking about we have Dan Moore out there. So Broderick Jones has played very good. You know, this is what we're talking about. So, hey, man, let me know how you guys are feeling. I'm getting frustrated. I could keep going back and forth on the same point for the rest of the night. So I think I'm going to end the video here. If you enjoyed this video, as I mentioned, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. We're very close to 300 subscribers, guys. So let's do it. And anyways, this has been Zaya from Zaya and the Steelers. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.